The voices, names, and likenesses used in this video are entirely fictional, artificially generated, and created solely for comedic and entertainment purposes. They do not represent real individuals and are not intended to mislead, defame, or impersonate any person, living or deceased. By viewing this content, you acknowledge that it is a parody or satire and agree that the creators, producers, and affiliates of this video are not liable for any misunderstandings or perceived misrepresentations. No harm, offense, or infringement is intended. This content is protected under fair use and freedom of expression laws. All rights reserved. The creators of this content expressly disclaim any and all liability for any claims, damages, or legal action arising from its viewing or distribution.
Tonight, under the bright lights in Carolina sky, the DNQ series rolls into the big track layout for 1ZT's night. And folks, we've got ourselves a full-on throwback and a current day showdown all rolled into one. You are listening to DRN, the DNQ Racing Network, for the first time, and let me tell you, you are in for a treat.
That's right, Barney. One of the legends of this DNQ paddock is back behind the wheel. Brandon Blake, once a dominant force in the Cup Series, is making his return tonight in the Busch Grand National Division. It's like watching Jack Sprague or Mike Skinner drop down into trucks. You know they will be fast no matter what.
And he's not coming alone. Eli James Hollywood Wall is back too, and if you're newer to the series, think of him as the James Finch of DNQ. Loud, proud, and not afraid to spend a little to go a lot. That 74 card is going to be one to watch.
But while the veterans are making headlines, let's not forget about the rising stars. Tyler Deering's newfound speed has been raising eyebrows all across the pit area. Some say it's the motor, others say it's finally clicking. Either way, he's now part of every front-running conversation. It's been a scorcher out here tonight. Track temps nearly cooking eggs on turn 4. You know it's hot when even the flagman's thinking about peeling off a layer.
And inside those carts, we're talking 120, 130 degrees easy. No cool suits, no airflow, just pure grit. It's like racing in a sauna with a helmet on.
Absolutely, and it's not just about endurance. This kind of heat plays with your head. Drivers have to stay mentally locked in lap after lap. 1 second of fade and it's game over.
You've got to hydrate, stay focused, and know when to push and when to breathe. Some of these drivers are doing their best driving while they're dripping like a busted radiator.
And that's why the best separate themselves. Mental sharpness in the heat, that's a championship trait.
It's about go time here at Millbridge Speedway. We will be right back with the United States Association of Champ Karts feature race.
I'm going to open up 2 beers.
Okay.
You tell me which sounds more refreshing.
Gotcha.
This one? Or this one?
Bush. Definitely the one that went Bush. What beer is that?
Are you being serious?
Yes.
It's Bush.
Right.
From the foothills of North Carolina, it's time for some dirt-slinging, wheel-banging buggy racing under the lights. Welcome, race fans, to the SKE USAC Series, United Association of Champ Karts on the DRN Radio Network. I'm Barney, joined tonight by Eli down on the grid and Joe Rome in the infield.
Well, Barney, the air's thick and the tension's thicker as these drivers get ready for 25 laps of chaos on the big track Millbridge Speedway. They call these machines buggies, but there's nothing gentle about what's about to happen.
You're right, Joe, and it's going to be a dogfight. We've got some real talent on this grid tonight. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Remember, we've got a 6-car invert, so the fastest qualifier is starting deep. On the SRI pole, it's Steve Tautches with a lap time of 12:05.81. He will start shotgun on the field, however. Starting in the front row, on the inside, it's David Crops. Quiet but consistent, and he'll need to be patient tonight. Lining up alongside him, oh boy, Matt Holzbar, a DNQ veteran with 2 Cup Series wins and the 2016 IROC Championship under his belt. That's a dangerous man to give clean air.
Row 2's got Mickey Roop, another sneaky racer, and next to him is Mike Contarino. Always aggressive, always entertaining. You never quite know what you're going to get with Contarino.
To row 3, Kyle Beatty, your current points leader. He's methodical, he's relentless, and he's hunting hardware tonight. Alongside him, tonight's SRI Performance Pole Award winner, Stephen Tautches. He ran a blistering 12.581 in qualifying, but thanks to the invert, he'll have to work his way from 6th.
Barney, I just spoke with Tautches, and he said, quote, "I'd rather start 6th and win than lead lap 1 and fade." He knows how to wheel one of these buggies. And don't forget, this is a 25-lap dash with a 5-to-go caution baked in. That's going to change everything.
Field doubles up. Pace slows through turn 3. They're lined up tight behind the pace cart. And we're green here at Millbridge. The buggies roar to life under the lights.
And a bobble right out of the gate. David Crops sideways in turn 1. backs up the inside lane, but somehow they all get away clean.
And it's Steve Totches. From the outside row, he launches.
Now here comes Totches again, right on the inside of Matt Holzbar, and just like that, a new leader at the front of the field.
And folks, this is why they call them the SKE USAC buggies, unpredictable and straight up wild. Beatty got boxed in at the start, but keep an eye on that 88 machine.
Totches is in a league of his own, half a straightaway lead already.
United Association of Champ Carts. Eli, Joe, I tell you, these little buggies may not have the flash of a cup car, but they've got enough heart to power a Daytona 500.
You're right, Barney. This series is all meat, no garnish. These drivers show up with duct tape, maybe a torque wrench, and the will to put their opponents in the wall. Contarino looks low on Holzbar. Those two going at it like it's last call at the Waffle House.
And Kyle Beatty is coming. He's got the elbows out and just made the pass on Contarino for third. He is wasting no time.
Beatty now all over Holzbar, trying to pry that second spot loose. This is a man on a mission. He's looked dialed in every round this year.
Contarino isn't letting go either. He's trying to work over Holzbar again from the inside, but Matt's holding steady while Roop and Kropp scrap hard behind them for 5th and 6th.
Let's give credit to Roop. He's been a quiet mover tonight. And Kropps, after that near spin on lap 1, is back in the mix. That's how you recover after a cold start. Head down, keep digging.
You know, Eli, that cart Totches is driving tonight. It's humming like a sewing machine. But you wonder, is he burning the wick too fast?
We'll find out when we hit that 5 to go caution, Barney. And don't count out Beatty. He's still there, maybe saving tires, maybe biding his time.
And look, it's no longer just a ragtag bunch showing up for some laps and laughs. The competition has sharpened. You've got drivers like Kyle Beatty and Steve Totches rising right to the top. Those two, they're the Earnhardt and Gordon of this field right now.
I'll say Kyle Beatty's got a brain for tire strategy and a nose for finding clean air, even on a track the width of a 2-lane dirt road. And Steve Totches, well, when he's locked in, that cart's more planted than your grandma's tomatoes in April.
Totches has been electric, Barney. That pole-winning run earlier with a 12.581, my goodness. The man didn't just drive it, he massaged it around the track. And let's not forget, he started from the back with the invert and still made it to the front like he had GPS and no traffic.
And Beatty, you give that guy a sniff of a podium, and he's going to take your lunch money and your girlfriend's phone number. Calm, calculated, and probably has more laps around this place than anyone in the series.
This rivalry's shaping up to be something special, fellas. Beatty's consistent, Totches is explosive, and both of them know there's only one crown in this kingdom. Might just see him settle it bumper to bumper in the next few weeks.
And I wouldn't want to be in either guy's way when that happens. The buggies might be small, but the egos, they're full-sized. Holzbar still holding off Contarino. They've been locked together tighter than TSA at a Canadian border crossing.
7 laps to go until the 5 to go competition caution here at Millbridge Speedway, and Steve Totches is leading by over a straightaway. But Joe, that lead will evaporate quickly once that caution comes out.
That is the beauty of the DNQ series. The competition caution always throws in late race drama and excitement. But for now, Totches is unmatched, and we said it before, these two are the cream of the crop. But let's tip our cap to Matt Holzbar. The DNQ veteran is in a strong 3rd place.
When we talk about the 5 to go caution, it's all about who controls the RE start and what lane you pick. And for now, Totches leads in that net positive pool services machine. Totches is not only sponsored by them, he works for Holzbar as well.
Mark your calendars. Tuesday, July 15th, Darlington Layout returns for the Busch Classic. Same hard charging, but tighter turns.
With ghosts under the hoods, even more bite to the bite.
20 laps done, 10 to go. Totches leads by a cart, Beatty second, Holzbar third, with Contarino trying all he can to pass Holzbar. Back under the lights, and while the focus is up front, don't sleep on the scrap brewing for third. Holzbar, Contarino, and Roop, all lined up tighter than a Canadian healthcare line.
Yeah, nobody's stepping out of line yet, but you can tell they're thinking about it. Contarino's cart's been twitchy off the corners, looking for a lane that isn't there.
Roop's sitting there in 5th, just waiting on somebody to bobble. One mistake and he'll slip in like a raccoon in a dog door.
And the caution is out, bunching the field one last time. Steve Totches is dominated, but Kyle Beatty is knocking on the door.
And don't count out Contarino or Holzbar. This restart could flip the script. Fresh breath for the field. Pressure's on up front.
Well, folks, if you've just tuned in, we are about to go green with 5 to go in the SKE USAC Series feature. The field bunches up off of turn 4, and we are green.
Totches leads into turn 1 and drives away from the top lane as Holzbar loses all of his momentum trying to make a move to the inside. He will settle back into the 6th position.
That move didn't work out too well. Trouble Contarino goes for a spin off the nose of Roop.
Tough break for Contarino. Roop gets into the left rear of his machine. However, he is able to continue. That will restack the field as we try for another restart. Can Kyle Beatty do anything different this time?
It looks like the top lane is too strong on the restarts. Beatty could try to follow him up there, but I'm not sure if there is any way around that 0-2 car tonight.
Field is bunched up once again off turn 4. We are green.
Looks like Beatty took our advice as he is all over the bumper of Taj's heading into turn 1.
He takes a wider arc into the turn this time, trying to get a run off of turn 2, but to no avail as Taj's skates away once again.
As the field hits the stripe, there will be 3 laps to go, and there is a dogfight for third place.
Roop has the spot, but has heavy pressure from Matt Holzbar in the number 9 as he looks low.
Holzbar inches closer in the corner, but Roop has the drive off as Beatty's on Taj's bumper off turn 4.
There are 2 laps to go here in the SKE USAC feature, and it's all Taj's.
Beatty has tried almost everything to try to pass Taj's, but just doesn't have enough.
Taj's hasn't won a USAC race this season, but it's looking like today might just be the day as he takes the white flag.
Beatty's is going to give it one last-ditch effort as he dives his kart into turn 1. Nothing cooking there as Taj's goose steps away.
Today is going to be the day for Steve Taj's. Off of turn 4, he is going to close out this dominant day with a win the USAC feature. Our second goes to Kyle Beatty, Mickey Roop in third, Matt Holzbar 4th, Mike Contarino 5th, and David Kropp 6th. Let's head down to victory lane.
Picks up the victory, has the family down here in the man. Welcome to victory lane. Pretty sporty run from the back of the field. Just describe how you got to the front so quickly.
Well, air pressure and thanks to Matt, net positive pools. We need the Jumbotron. Do you think we can get dirt vision on DNQ now, do you think? Ashley?
I don't know if you guys are fit for dirt vision, though. Probably things get a little crazy here. Famous last word. Yeah, that's a big old maybe, that is for sure. What's it mean to be down here? I see you down here with your family. What's this mean to you?
It means a lot. They actually finally got to show up. Alec with gymnastics. It was good. We need to get Holzbauer down here. Oh, there it is. And we're all thinking about D-stats. So let's get him better. So let's roll.
There we go. Absolutely picking up the win here tonight in that number 02. Stephen Taj's picks up his first win of the season. What a great performance here tonight. He got up through there all right, but Stephen was gone.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else I needed. I felt like the car was going pretty good. I was trying to really smooth with it. The guys at the shop, SP, got the car handling good. And the guy did a good job setting it up. Boston Plus had a great promoter. Just missed a little bit on something to keep up with Steve. He did a great job tonight, so congrats to him. Good to see the kids made it out, and we'll try again next time.
Try again next time, but man, you are a busy man. We'll see you on Tuesday nights over at Charlotte. Summer Shootout. This summer stretch has got to be busy for you. Lots of racing.
Yeah, very busy. Also, Moonlight the Trans Am Series, so we did whatever that was, Mid-Ohio the last couple of days, so got back early this morning for that. And Mackay and Adam are at Charlotte, and I got Austin Thompson driving my car tonight, tuning it in, and he's been the fastest thing there in Masters. So we'll see if I can lay that down in qualifying tomorrow. He's got the car out of it, so hopefully I can just pick it up.
I've said it all along. It's good to be busy and racing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. Summertime's good for us.
Yes, it is. That is Kyle Beatty, of course, SKE chassis as well. Group down here, Mickey. That looked like a wild one. What happened out there?
Yeah, I just gained too much speed, and I spun that boy out, and I hate it. I was hoping it wouldn't have a spotlight. I feel bad about that.
Well, how was the car on that? I mean, you were able to get up there, and then you were able to hold it pretty good. Just describe how good this car was here.
It's a little loose. I'm still learning this champ car stuff, so.
Good times, that's for sure. Well, congratulations on your podium finish.
Thank you.
There we go, that's Mickey Roop wrapping up the podium here. The SKE chassis division is done, the USAC division is done. We got more coming up here from Millbridge.
It's a warm one under the lights here at DNQ, and the stars of the Busch Grand National Series are ready to roll on the big track here at Millbridge Speedway. We're set for 25 laps of good old short track theater with a 5 to go caution guaranteed to make it all unravel in the best possible way.
Brandon Blake, the legend himself, hasn't strapped into a DNQ machine since 2016, but the man hasn't lost a step. He put down a heater, a 12.687, to earn the SRI Pole Award. He'll start 6th after the invert, but he's not alone in this jungle.
And look who's up front. Coleman Dollarhide. That's Carson's dad. And I gotta say, he might not be as wild as Junior, but he's just as sharp behind the wheel. He lines up next to the nighttime nightmare himself, Zach Campolonga, who's been wearing a target on his bumper all season.
Row 2 features the ever-controversial Robert Showalter. Always a threat. And Tyler Deering, who's either turned a corner or found something shiny under the table, if you know what I mean.
Then it's Ben Murphy and Brandon Blake sharing row 3. Watch for fireworks there. Row 4, Patrick Bryony, who's still chasing a breakthrough after a strong 2024 season, and young Braden Sellers, who's looking to shake things up tonight.
The middle of the pack is packed. Gage Winkle, Carl Hagg, Will Munro, Mandy Lee, Ashton Johnson, Matt Murphy, a who's who of can win and can wreck in style. Jay Coppola and Colin Hofner ride out row 8, both scrappy racers in a stacked field.
Hunter Trevette and Jory Heilbrunn make up row 9, and rounding out the field is Jake Owings, alone on row 10, but don't count him out, not in this bunch. It's 25 laps, one scheduled caution with 5 to go, and 20 drivers dreaming of chaos redemption or just surviving with the bodywork intact. Buckle up.
Time to take the gloves off and see who's got it tonight. This ain't your uncle's Busch Series. This is DNQ, baby.
The field heads off of turn 4, and we are green for the Busch Grand National Race. Coleman Dollarhide takes it, jumping right to the top lane as the full 18-car field roars off into turn 1.
Beautiful launch, Barney. Dollarhide's going to grab the lead as they head down the backstretch. Tyler Deering has found his way into second. Must have found some extra RPM.
Tyler's dialed in tonight. Could be a tune-up, could be trickery, but he's making moves. Watch for Campolonga to ride his coattails in third. Zach's the nighttime nightmare for a reason.
Dollarhide checking out just slightly, but the field isn't folding. Deering's pressuring, and Campolonga breathing right down his neck.
Competition's thick. Ben Murphy fourth, and Brandon Blake, who is a DNQ legend in the Carson Dollarhide cart.
Blake's rolling like he never left. James Wall's got to be grinning. He and Brandon are bringing nostalgia tonight. On board with Campolonga. Looks like he likes the high side in 3 and 4.
Zach has won a bunch of the 1ZT's Dash Series races. He's trying to do the same here in the Grand National Series. He's hard to beat.
That's the nighttime nightmare for you. Nocturnal, tenacious, relentless.
Current top 5, Coleman Dollarhide out front. Deering second, Campolonga in position. Next up is Ben Murphy and Brandon Blake.
Murphy strong in that Beef Tip's own machine. Blake's following Murphy, trying to pass Campolonga.
Murphy trying to shake Campolonga. He's nearly breathing the same air, but Zach holds him tight off each corner.
That top line in 3 and 4 is paying off. Looks like Zach can hold his own up there as he builds runs.
And Murphy is just flying into the bottom, trying to pass Zach each lap. There it is! Zach drops to 4th as Blake pulls up to Zach's bumper. He's racing the wheels off that cart.
Blake has not forgotten how to drive. This is a great showing tonight for the DNQ veteran.
Murphy is now hunting Deering for second. Deering's finding his rhythm, but Murphy says Murphy puts Deering in his crosshairs.
Blake's still lurking. It looks like he never left the series.
Well, folks, while we've got a moment under green, circle that calendar. July 15th, it's the Busch Classic, and yes, it is back on the schedule. That's right. We're heading to the Darlington Layout, a fan favorite, and it's been off the map for a few seasons now. A technical track with attitude, and the return's got everyone buzzing. You want throwback vibes and tight racing? That's your night.
I am at half staff just thinking about the Busch Classic. I cannot wait to see what happens on my favorite track layout.
The battle for second is still heating up. As Deering is hanging tough on Ben Murphy's outside, he just cannot seem to clear him.
There's the move. Murphy clears Deering for second. The Beef Tips machine is on rails tonight. It's only a matter of time. He is just too strong.
Here comes Brandon Blake now to the inside of Deering. He will push him up the track, and now Brandon Blake will take over the third position as Deering is starting to fade.
Deering has lost all of his momentum as he now gets passed by Campolonga. There are crossed flags at the starter stand. We are halfway through this Busch Grand National feature.
Coleman Dollarhide has the lead for now, but the 5 to go caution will be here before we know it.
We have seen these 5 to go cautions take away wins. It's all about lane choice and who is around you.
Also keep an eye on Patrick Bryody in the 51. He's steady running 6 after last year's third place finish in the Busch Grand National Series point standings.
Bryody is making Sam Hunt proud tonight in that 51 cart.
It's Dollarhide, Ben Murphy, Brandon Blake, Zach Campolonga, and Tyler Deering in the top 5. We will be right back.
Bikes are cold, going to the local affiliates.
It is so hot out here today. My balls are welded to my leg out here.
Tell me about it. Once the first bead of sweat crawled down the crack of my ass, I knew we were all screwed.
Bikes are hot coming back to Barney. The station identification.
From Salisbury, North Carolina, you are listening to DRN, the DNQ Racing Network.
And out. Coming back in 3, 2, 1.
We are just a few laps away from the DNQ 5 to go caution, and it's all dollar high, but Murphy is on the whip trying to make it interesting.
Timing and scoring has Murphy catching Dollarhide by about 1/10 a lap.
Getting there is one thing, passing is another. I'm not sure Murphy will have enough time to get to Dollarhide and make the pass before the 5 to go caution.
As the field flashes by the line, this time it will be lap 20. That's our 5 lap to go caution.
Now, folks at home might be asking, why does DNQ throw caution with 5 laps to go every single time? Well, buckle up, because the answer is about as DNQ as it gets. That wild idea came from none other than Stephen DeHaan. He claims it adds strategy and suspense, but let's be honest, it's just pure chaos in a can.
And Joe, let me tell you, this 5 to go yellow, you got front runners suddenly looking over their shoulders, underdogs smelling blood in the water, and the fans, they're on their feet. It's not just a rule, it's a ritual. It's DNQ's signature drama, and boy, it delivers every time.
Well, here we go. The field has made their choices at the choose cone, and they are crawling down the back stretch. Dollarhide chose the bottom along with Brandon Blake, while Murphy and Campalonga took the outside. Green flag is in the air as they race towards turn 1.
Side by side into turn 1, and the field breaks even off of turn 2. Dollarhide and Murphy even as they head into turn 3.
Dollarhide is strong enough to run the bottom and still keep Murphy at bay.
Murphy gets a run off the high side of turn 4, and now he finally has a nose out over Dollarhide as they head into turn 1.
Off of turn 2, Murphy takes the lead as Dollarhide now has to deal with a nighttime nightmare to his outside.
Dollarhide must be kicking himself for taking the bottom at the 5 to go restart, but now it's all Murphy. Beef Dips and this team have not won a DNQ Series race, but tonight may just play out in their favor.
Don't look now, but Robert Showalter has crowbarred his way into the top 3. Where did he come from?
Showalter has won 10 career Busch Grand National races. He is the all-time wins leader, so no surprise to see him up front.
Dollarhide now slides into 5th as Brandon Blake makes the pass to the outside.
White flag is in the air. One more lap to go for Ben Murphy as Campalonga and Showalter follow.
It has been a long time coming for Murphy and owner Greg Beef Tips Molyneux as
trouble. There are pieces of lead sprayed across the track. Looks like it came off the 777 cart. That's going to bring out the red flag.
You have got to feel for Ben Murphy. He had maybe a half lap left to get his first win, and now we will have to wait. We will finish with a 1-lap dash.
The officials pick up the pieces of lead on the track. That could have been a dangerous situation.
You do not want to run a 5-pound piece of weight into your face at 35 miles per hour.
Here we go. Murphy takes the top lane for the final restart as the green and white flag wave. 1 lap to go.
Campalonga tight on the left rear quarter panel of Murphy. Ben takes a wide arc into 1.
Was the arc too wide? Campalonga slides up into Murphy as they break side by side off of turn 2.
Side by side for the win in the Busch Grand National Series. Campalonga pushes Murphy up the track. Campalonga makes a bold move, and he will win the DNQ Busch Series feature race.
Thriller here at Millbridge Speedway, a margin of victory of .020. Zach Campalonga picks up the win. Zach, congratulations. Describe the final lap from your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, I could have lined up behind him, give him a shove, and hope I clear him off of turn 2 and try to throw a slider that way, but I mean, the only chance I had was just try to stay with him and try not to run him wide too much, but I mean, it was a close finish. I don't want to, like I said, put him in the wall off of turn 4, but I appreciate him running clean, Joey for giving me a shove, everything he's done, fully sauce, no money, CPO doesn't have no big chemical, high-tech transmission, racing garage door, all these guys, Max, Sam, coming out, I go one more attachment.
There you go, good job. How hard was it up there? And I'll tell you what, that looks like you put in a hard day up there and you got one more to go.
Yeah, it's not over yet, I still got more to do.
There we go, Zach Campalonga picks up the win here in the Busch Series division. What a great ride, what a great walk us through the finish of that race.
Well, I thought I had fun coming down the backstretch before the yellow came out. Then obviously the caution came out. I thought I still had a good chance, but we got the door slammed in there a little bit, him a little more than me, of course, but I guess that's just out of the race. Well, it was fine. Nobody got into the fence, and I just need to run a little harder next time. But Beef Tips Motorsports fastest meet in the South, setting by Megan Murphy Sensi, was really on the doesn't do loud pedal.
I'll tell you what, you nailed it with all that. Beef Tip Motorsports, that's not a bad thing.
No.
Awesome stuff. Congratulations. Man, that car goes fast out there, of course. You had some good moves getting up to the front of the field.
Yeah, the pill draw helped me the last couple of races here, but hurt me this time. But I was able to get up through the field pretty good there. I need to tune on it just a little more, I guess.
What the pill draw gives you, the pill draw takes away. There we go. Second place runner. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There we go. That is a second. Up until lap 20. My gosh, I just up there talking about you're back to 7th spot. Was that kind of just knowing the caution? Did you just kind of pace yourself, or were you working on some stuff?
I think the spark plug wire was in the throttle cable wasn't letting me get wide open. So at the race, I was working on the engine, and then I think I must have got moved to where I was getting wide open again. And started running up there at the top, and got that restart. And I just told him to go wherever he's not going, and I'll push it, and we just pushed our way to the front. Might have used the 20 on it a little bit more than he probably should have, but I mean, we're here to race and to win. We're not here to ride around, right?
Absolutely, good stuff, that is for sure. Robert Showalter, a 3rd place run. That's going to do it for the Busch Series. What a finish here tonight in the DNQ Series 1ZT's night here at the bridge.
Welcome back, race fans, to DNQ's Crown Jewel Division, the Net Positive Pool Services Cup Series. Under the lights, the field is stacked, the engines are humming, and tonight we're ready for another chaotic ballet of horsepower and hurt feelings.
Robert Showalter clocked the SRI Pole Award with a blistering 12.190, but thanks to the invert, he'll have to dig from row 3. Up front, a pair of wild cards. Andrew Hale making his Cup Series debut, and Alfredo Hidalgo, the All-Star race winner.
Let's hope Hale brought a flak jacket, because row 1 ain't a peace treaty. Hidalgo is still trying to prove that All-Star win wasn't a fluke, and he's not known for giving up the bottom without a fight.
Row 2, Mike Contarino and Jimmy Allen Jr., 2 veterans who know this short track like the back of their hand and know how to bump you with the other hand if you're in the way.
Behind them, the 2024 Busch Series champion Jeremy Murphy, now finding his Cup footing, alongside Showalter, who has a bone to pick after losing a bumper last race. He's mad, he's fast, and that's a dangerous combination.
Row 4 is Curtis Markham on a comeback tour that's starting to feel real. Lines up next to the defending winner Brandon No Money Hughes, fresh off his first ever win at Millbridge. Can he go back-to-back? That's a movie I'd watch.
Row 5, Steve Herring and Dean Wyrick, both hungry for a breakout night. Row 6 features Cody Lane and Thomas Markham. Expect a lot of elbows and very little patience back there.
And row 7, Richard Reeves and Tony R.C. rounding out a field that is thick with speed, strategy, and just the right amount of chaos.
There are 14 drivers, 1 trophy, 0 chill. The Net Positive Cup boys are lined up, and I'm telling you right now, somebody's feelings are getting hurt before this one is done.
Busch Series veteran but Cup Series rookie Andrew Hale will lead the field to green with Alfredo Hidalgo by his side. The field roars off into turn 1, and we are green here at the big track. The Net Positive Pool Services Cup Series feature is underway.
Side by side as Jimmy Allen wastes no time taking the field 3 wide off of turn 2. Here comes Mike Contarino and Robert Showalter.
Contarino gets a shove from Showalter as he passed Hale and Hidalgo. They are 3 wide off of 4.
Andrew Hale has gone out of his comfort zone tonight by running the Cup Series, but it looks like he is holding his own.
Contarino breaks away with the lead while Showalter is battling Hale.
Showalter takes over the 2nd position from Hale as he now sets his sights on Mike Contarino.
Showalter slips by Hale in 4, but behind them, it's a circus. Murphy, Hidalgo, and Jimmy Allen are 3 wide for 4th. That's a Busch champ, an All-Star winner, and a short track menace. Talk about heat.
You ain't kidding. There's more DNQ hardware in that battle than a snap-on truck.
Contarino up front setting the tone. He's no stranger to running up front, but Cup wins are hard to come by. He's got a hungry pack behind him.
You better believe it. And if anyone knows how to hold a line with pressure, it's Mike. But this ain't the Dash Series anymore. These boys don't lift.
And how about Andrew Hale, folks? Busch Series veteran, but this is his first time on the big Cup stage. Running 3rd like he's been here all year.
Some guys come in quiet and shake the whole tree. That's what Hale's doing. Right now, he's showing Jeremy Murphy what a little fresh meat can do.
Showalter has reeled in the leader. He's right on the back bumper of Contarino. These two are longtime DNQ wheelmen, almost teammates.
Yeah, Showalter's given Contarino tips. Setups even bumped him up the order once or twice. Tonight, no favors. He wants that win back.
Showalter dives low, but Contarino holds strong on the top. The 5 car just can't breathe down there. It's too tight to power off.
That outside line's like a slingshot. Mike's riding it like a roller coaster while Showalter's trying to drag race him on a gravel road.
Contarino keeps the spot. Showalter lifts, maybe cooling the tires, maybe setting up the next move. Either way, this battle is far from over.
DNQ has been doing this Cup thing since 2014. Legends have rolled through here. Jeff Kuhn, Tim Nye, LJ McCleary, names that used to own this track.
And let's not forget the current torchbearers, Nick Stroop, Chris Bailey, and Robert Showalter himself. This series is the crown jewel of DNQ.
Every lap, every inch. It all matters more here. You don't win Cup on accident.
Contarino is able to hold off Showalter for now, but you have to think that Showalter will be back very soon.
Lap by lap, Showalter is almost a tenth faster than Contarino. But like we said before, catching the leader is one thing, passing the leader is another. Contarino is trying to dirty up the air as he is pulling off his best Ryan Newman impression.
Well, Eli, they are both built like a brick shithouse. Contarino is impressive considering the heat and track conditions.
Showalter makes another bid. He's not done yet. He's back to the inside of Contarino. What a show these two are putting on.
Halfway home and they're still door to door. This ain't a race. It's a 20-lap seminar on how to hold your line.
Mike ain't blinking. Showalter's throwing haymakers but can't knock him down.
They're still even. Lap after lap, Contarino from the top, Showalter from the bottom, neither giving an inch. This is vintage DNQ Cup. You know, one thing we've seen in this 2025 Cup Series season, it's been anything but predictable. 3 races, 3 different winners, and 3 very different paths to victory.
That's right, Barney. You look back at Miltona, Robert Showalter was textbook.
Then came Darlington, tight, technical, unforgiving. And that's where Jimmy Allen Jr. got it done. He might be a short track ace, but he showed real discipline carving through traffic and wearing the field down on tire strategy.
And then you throw in the short track night where Brandon No Money Hughes shocked the field. That guy hadn't won a DNQ Cup race anywhere, let alone at a place like Millbridge. But he held off the Wolves and made it happen. First one's always the hardest, and he made it count.
3 different styles of tracks, 3 unique drivers. If that's not parity, I don't know what is.
And tonight, well, we've got a whole new list of contenders looking to etch their name into that win column. No free lunches in this series. You got to earn every inch.
Here's how they stack up. Showalter leads, Contarino second, Hale third, Hidalgo fourth, Murphy fifth.
Then it's Allen, Hughes, Curtis, Markham, Cody Lane, Steve Herring.
Then it's Dean Wyrick, Richard Reeves, Tony R.C., and Thomas Markham. That's your field chasing the showman up front.
Lap traffic now ahead of Showalter. This could get interesting. Clean air's about to get muddy.
And that's where mistakes happen. One wrong move, one lapper in the groove, and Contarino's right back in the fight.
There it is. 5 to go, and the caution flies. We'll stack them and pack them for a sprint to the finish.
Get the gloves, Eli. These boys are about to brawl. Nothing civil ever happened after a 5 to go restart in this series.
5 laps to go. Will we see more of the Showalter-Contarino show? Or will the rookie Hale steal one from the DNQ veterans? We are about to find out as the field takes the green.
Side by side as they fly into turn 1. No one is lifting. No one is giving an inch.
Alfredo is sideways. Curtis Markham slides up the track and collects Jeremy Murphy. We keep it rolling as the tracks stay green.
Contarino slides up in front of Hale for the second position. It's now Showalter, Contarino, Hale, Hidalgo, Allen, your top 5 with 4 laps to go.
If Robert Showalter grabs this win tonight, that's career Cup win number 9. Moving him into solo 3rd place on the all-time DNQ Cup list. He'd be just 2 behind the legend Tim Nye's record of 11. Serious legacy territory, folks.
Since the season opener at Miltona, we've had 3 different winners. Showalter, Jimmy Allen Jr. at Darlington, and No Money Hughes on the short track. That diversity highlights how deep this field is.
A big shout out. It's been a true toss-up night in Strawbridge, but a Showalter win would really cement his dominance. 2 more, and he's tied with Nye's benchmark.
The white flag is in the air for Showalter.
You can't say he didn't earn this one today. What a masterclass from the Hall of Famer. He is clean through 1 and 2.
Coming off of turn 4, it's career win number 9 for Showalter. He will take the victory today, followed by Contarino, rookie Andrew Hale, Alfredo Hidalgo, Jimmy Allen, Jeremy Murphy, Cody Lane, Brandon Hughes, Stephen Herring, Curtis Markham, Richard Reeves, Thomas Macram, Tony R.C., and rounding out the field, Dean Wyrick.
Millbridge has not disappointed. The racing has been absolutely unreal here in the Cup Series. Robert Showalter picks up the win. My man picking up the victory here. First off, there's a couple of things we want to talk about. Just describe the patience and battling side by side from Mike. You guys had to run 10 laps side by side. Just describe that.
So we started 6th there, and the top was where to be at actually tonight. And he would run on top, and he would run my line. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get around him, so I would try to play out a little bit and get a run at him, and then try to dive underneath him, and he'd pinch me down a little bit, and the motor would dive down a little bit. Couldn't get by him, and we could tuck back in line. And I was like, well, we might as well stay here for a little bit and get ahead of these guys so we can, race and mess around without them, being up our butts. And so once we strung out a little bit there, we raced each other. It was pretty good racing. He was in my line I wanted to be in, and get there. So eventually we got by him, and thing was on rails, so it was pretty good up on top. I mean, right there, yeah. I mean, recon chassis, Harbor Freight motor. Yeah, see if you own the tech shit again.
There we go. Hey, what happened on that restart though when it appeared you had a little bit of a problem? How nerve-wracking? What was the pucker factor on that one?
Yeah, so it died, and I was like, oh great. So what are they gonna? What's the rule about that? Am I starting last, or do I get my spot back under yellow? So they were nice enough to give me my spot back. So I might make a rule change next week, but we'll take it this week.
Yeah, after making rule changes for you, you're doing something right. That's Robert Showalter picking up the win, and a very well. Oh, okay, just wait. A very well-deserved Busch Light. Where's my? That has to be a lot of fun racing here at Millbridge like that side by side, Mike.
Yeah, that was probably the most fun I had in a while. Me and Bobby worked together behind the scenes, working on our stuff together, motors, and like a lot of the motor stuff goes towards him, making sure my stuff's right. But that kind of racing, I can't pay for it.
No, you can't. Really, really good stuff. Congratulations. Nice run.
Yep, thank you.
Mike Connorino gets the second spot. Where is, I'll tell you, I was watching the battle up front. The next thing you know, you had your hands full as well. You had your hands full most of the race. Kind of describe how this one unfolded for you.
We had nothing for the top two. We'll get a motor. We'll be back. Yeah, the 50 kept poking his nose. I could see it out the corner of my eye, but I just didn't know that down the straightaway. Maybe you've had a little gear to keep up with us, but I think the top's got the momentum.
Top had the momentum, and you get a podium finish. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Andrew Hale with the podium finish. There you have it for the Cup Series. Again, great racing here tonight at Millbridge.
Welcome back to the DNQ Racing Network. It's time for the 1ZT's Dash Series feature. 25 laps with a 5 to go caution on the docket. This series, built for rookies and rising stars, has turned into a showcase for both fresh talent and wily veterans.
And starting on the SRI pole tonight is none other than Zach Campolonga. The man they call the Nighttime Nightmare laid down a 12.747 to grab the top spot.
Here's how they'll line up for the 1ZT's Dash Series feature.
Row 1 has Roger Diebold and Casey Meyer, both looking for their first win in this tough dash field.
Row 2 features Joel Farlow and Nick Davignon. A pair of rookies, green but not to be overlooked.
Row 3, Steve Totches, the last dash winner, alongside the pole sitter Zach Campolonga, who already has 2 wins this season and a record 9 dash wins overall.
Row 4, Tanner Nauman and the seasoned Brian Shaw. The veteran always keeps his nose clean and capitalizes late.
Row 5, another rookie, Nail O'Donoghue, rolling off with David Hutchins, who's been sneaky strong this year.
Row 6, James Creek and Shane Contarino, who both had flashes of speed but need some consistency.
Row 7, and rounding out the field, it's rookie Christian Breyer, still learning but with solid car control in the longer runs. 3 races down in 2025, and we've had 2 winners. Campolonga opened the season with back-to-back wins, but it was Steve Totches who broke through in race number 3. Zach leads the all-time dash wins list, but that target on his back keeps getting bigger.
25 laps to settle it here tonight, and with a field this balanced, anything can and probably will happen.
We've got rookies with something to prove and veterans with nothing to lose. Strap in, folks, how the 1ZT's Dash Series rolls off next.
A large and diverse field heads down the back stretch as they roll to the restart zone. And there it is, the green flag is displayed, and we are off in the Stuart Friesen-sponsored Dash Series race. 25 laps to figure out this one. Whoa, Shaw's getting a little free in front of us, sliding up the track in turns 1 and 2, and here comes Totches. Scoots 3 wide on the top with Farlow and Diebold.
I love the aggression. Zero fear on the high line tonight.
That high side's holding rubber, folks. Perfect for these moves.
This is smooth, surgical driving.
Even keel on both carts, rubbing fenders, but no drama yet.
Notice the nose-to-tail tug. It's pure momentum that gets you through.
Bang. Totches shot out of a cannon and takes the lead clean.
Top line pays dividends. Experience showing right there.
He knew exactly when to launch.
Now we're riding with Campolonga. Look at that bottom line.
He's playing chess with Farlow. Moves low, then pops high.
They're trying to grab clean air. And look, he's lined up left rear. That's precision.
Totches out front, Farlow second, Campolonga third.
Shaw just grabbed fourth from Diebold. Diebold's pace fading on the big track.
He's more of a short track guy. Big track's not his playground. Rookies are hanging on, but don't expect them to stay there for long.
This year, the rookie class is a large and good one. Farlow, the Nauman brothers, Christian Breyer, Mike's son Shane Contarino, and a few others. This Rookie of the Year battle could heat up.
Oh, And trouble in turn one. Breyer hooks Nauman, sends him spinning into O'Donoghue.
That's a multi-cart melee. We've got metal on metal and the caution's waving.
Breyer's rookie mistake there.
Nauman dove late into turn one. Breyer was there, nowhere to go, sent him flying off the nose.
Poor O'Donoghue had zero room. Literally got wall rung before he even knew what hit him.
Rookie aggressive on both ends, almost a textbook oval tango gone wrong.
Field rolling down the back stretch as we are about to go back racing.
Strategic next stretch time. Who's got the taco deck?
Green's out as they race side by side into one. As they head off of turn two, Campolonga tries to get a run low, but Farlow gives Totches a bump down the back stretch. Campolonga clings to the bottom, hanging tough into turn three.
Campolonga running pocket, racing like a wallet thief. Tight lines, tight grip.
Side by side off two. Campolonga holds the bottom, doesn't blink.
This is the kind of duel we live for. Totches is the new Jonathan Stewart of Dash.
Campolonga's vampire rep might just suck the oxygen out of Totches. Look at him push back.
You know, we tend to talk a lot about Campolonga and Totches, and we touched on Joel Farlow already, but one driver missing from the field is Casey Meyer. He had a mechanical failure at the start of this race.
Tough break for Casey. He is building his program and becoming very competitive.
Tonight will hurt, that's for sure. But Casey can use one of his drop races where DNQ will drop your worst finish through the season, so he should be okay.
This side-by-side battle has been one to watch, with Zach and Totches running clean.
Amazing to watch two of the veterans go blow for blow.
Bang, Campolonga clears Totches out of two. Right on cue.
Classic nighttime nightmare move, aggressive, calculated.
He's doing the spooky dance up front. Classic Campolonga.
Totches dives, bottom turn two. He's found his spot.
Track shifting, rubber laying, bottoms coming in hot.
It's like the track's got mood swings. Drivers got to adapt.
Top five. Campolonga, Totches, Farlow, Shaw, Diebold.
Totches is rising like a champ pressed into mold.
Rookie Farlow's lighting it up, man. Big props there.
Shaw's run has been solid, no-nonsense veteran moves. He's an elder statesman when it comes to the 1ZT's Dash Series. If you can outrun him in this class, you've done something.
That 111 card is looking back in the fold tonight.
Crossed flags, halfway point. Breyer coming from shotgun pulls a dash under Diebold for fifth.
Shotgun start, shotgun results. Kudos to the kid.
Totches is reeling in Campolonga, now sliding to the bottom in 3 and 4, with Farlow stalking their draft.
Arrow and carts, sure. Close quarter toe games here. Slippery as a political flip-flop.
They're cooking down low, not topside like QAnon rumors. Pure grip, pure craft.
One lap to the 5 to go, caution. Nearly there.
Totches is inches behind. Campolonga better watch the rear view.
Here's where this race flips. Who's got the restart mojo? You know, Eli, the 1ZT's Dash Series might be tagged as the Rookie League, but the action we've seen this season has been anything but green. These newcomers aren't afraid to mix it up with the veterans, and tonight's no different.
And we've got to give a nod to Stuart Friesen. He's been a huge backer of this series, putting eyes, money, and credibility into a developmental ladder that's actually working. The Dash Series is producing drivers who jump straight into contention in the Busch and even Cup levels. That pipeline is real.
Absolutely. And speaking of rising stars, how about Joel Farlow this season? He's running third right now, but he's been the standout rookie in 2024. He's got 3 top 5s already, showing he belongs up here with the best of them.
That's right. And as we watch Totches trying to reel in Campolonga again, it really makes you realize how this Dash field has changed. Totches has stepped right into Jonathan Stewart's role as the guy pushing Zach the hardest. These two have been slugging it out every round, and tonight it's shaping up the same.
And just a quick reminder, folks, tonight's action is brought to you by 1ZT's, your home for dirt racing threads and custom motorsport merch. Hit up 1ZT's on Facebook and check out the freshest gear.
The caution is out. We head into the 5 to go DNQ competition caution. Can Zach hold off Totches and Farlow, or will someone rise up from the back to steal this one?
We are about to settle this one as the green flag flies. Totches on the bottom, Campolonga up top as they hit turn 1.
They are doubled up into turn 1. Totches has the slight advantage, but Campolonga pulls up to him with the momentum off the top.
Side by side give Totches a slight advantage, but just like turn 2, Campolonga pulls up even off turn 4.
4 laps to go as they cross the line. Totches and Campolonga side by side still.
The lights are on, the fangs are out, the vampire is trying to turn into a bat and fly away with the lead.
These two are hooked together like conjoined twins.
They are still breaking even. Joel Farlow is just riding behind these guys.
He has a run up to Totches and gives him a push.
That is exactly what Totches needed as he grabs the top spot.
Oh no! Campolonga goes spinning off the nose of Farlow. That'll bring out the caution flag. Brian Shaw spins around to avoid contact. What happened there, Eli?
Well, I am going to keep it real. Farlow pushed Totches to the lead, then he tried to follow him through. Zach thought he was clear and Farlow wasn't playing no shit. He had a nose barely in there and he stood his ground.
Well, earlier we talked about drop races, and this may be one for Zach after that spin. As we are getting word from the tower, Farlow will be sent to the back of the field for causing that crash.
That puts Christian Breyer at the front of the field. Remember, he started last and is now at the front. Green flag is out.
They are 3 wide for the second spot. Totches gets the jump and skates away.
Breyer moves to second. It's Shaw, Diebold, and Nauman fighting for third.
There are just 2 laps left for Steve Totches. He seems to have this one under control, however. 2nd through 8th is unsettled.
It's a full-fledged shit show behind our leader, as it seems like the whole field wants second place. They are 4 wide.
Shaw steals third away from that cloud of cars. Nauman and Diebold fighting for fourth.
White flag in the air for Steve Totches.
Ever since he has taken over for Dan Rack, he has almost been unstoppable.
We wish Dan Rack the best through his battle with cancer, as Totches makes him proud in that 63.
This is a no-doubter. Steve Totches comes off of turn 4 and takes the win. It's Totches, Breyer, Shaw, Campolongo with a nice rebound, Tanner, Nauman, Diebold, Davignon, Farlow, Donahue, Hutchins Creek, and Contarino. Let's head down to Victory Lane with Steve Post.
Back here in Victory Lane, 1ZT's night and a return trip to Victory Lane for Stephen Totches. Stephen, congratulations. Another hard-fought one, but another win here.
Yeah, I hate that for Zach. We were at a good battle, and then I don't know what happened. Yes, somebody turned him, but as Zach and I had a pretty good battle, I wish it would have just kept going with it, but we'll take it. This is 2 in a row for our man G-Stats.
No doubt about it. My man, what's it like being a Victory Lane again?
It's really awesome, and this trophy's for G-Stats since he won the first one, so he can have the second one since it wasn't so first. And that positive pool is a good place for my dad to work at.
No doubt. You're going to be shy, all right. Well, congratulations. What a night here in Oak Ridge, and I know really special having you here.
Yeah, it's great. We got here twice, so it's good. We're going to have some fun, give it a little G-Stats, and we'll get him better and get him in this thing so he can win.
There we go. No doubt about it. Stephen Totches got here picking up the pretty impressive tonight.
Yes, sir. I can't thank James with mystery performance enough for best players. Plus power and everybody who gets this thing ready. It was a ride. I just didn't have anything for him. It was fun though.
Fun, good times, that's for sure. Congratulations. What a run. What a thrill. Last to second.
Yes, sir. It was a blast.
There we go. Christian Breyer from Forest City. You were always there in the top 5. Just kind of describe from your perspective how that went unfold.
Well, we just hung in there and just, tried to do what we can to keep our position. Because I haven't been running the race lately, so it's nice to be able to be back up here running decent for once.
I'm sure. Congratulations on the podium finish.
Thank you.
There we go. That is Brian Shaw. Oh, yeah. We got video over here going on.
It's my wife. That's my crew chief.
Oh, she's crew chief. She had her dialed up good tonight, that is for sure. And that's what it's all about. Brian Shaw with the podium finish. Wrapping it up for the 1ZT's Dash Series here at Millbridge.
Welcome back to the Professor Clutch Works Pro Cup Series, folks. The engines are fired and we're about ready to roll for 25 laps of pure adrenaline at the big track. The SRI Pole Award goes to none other than Dustin Dunn. He laid down a lightning lap of 13.026, but he'll start mid-pack tonight due to the invert. Let's take you through the starting lineup.
On the front row, it's Brad McElrath, the highest performing rookie this season. He's clearly not racing like it's his first time. He'll be alongside Damian Jenks. He came so close to winning the championship last year. Look for a good run from him tonight.
Row 2 is Ashton Johnson. Ashton finished 3rd in the Miltona race on this track layout, so he could be a factor tonight. And next to him, it's Alex Rip Shaq Kirk. He's coming off a controversial win after Travis Moonhead Brown failed post-race tech. Kirk's been riding that wave of momentum all week.
Row 3 features Joe Henning, the All-Star race winner. He will line up next to Dustin Dunn, your 2024 Pro Cup champion and winner of the first 2 races this year. But he struggled on the Darlington and short track layouts. This one might be his redemption run.
On row 4, we've got Eric Big on Yost and Casey Heschel. This guy's been a short track weapon. If this race comes down to elbows out, inside lane action late, Heschel might be the one to watch.
Row 5, Ricky Fisher and Crick Hansen. Hansen's been strong but needs a spark. Then rounding it out on row 6 is Thomas Heslink, making his debut
Our green flags out for the final race of the night, and we are underway in the Professor Clutch Works Pro Cup Series feature. Oh boy, the inside lane fires like a rocket. McElrath wastes no time and dives into turn 1 with authority. Ashton Johnson tucks in behind him.
That outside lane, they're sinking like your fantasy football team after week 1. Kirk and Jenks both swallowed up by the bottom feeders early.
Here comes Dustin Dunn, 2 for 2 this season and now up to third. He's slicing through the field like a set of steak knives on late night cable.
Ashton Johnson with a huge run off turn 2. He gets a fender out front and leads them into 3. He's your new leader.
And now Dunn says, don't forget about me. He's low on McElrath, looking for second, dives in deep and grabs it.
This track has really come in, Barney. Top and bottom, pick your poison. It's a buffet of grip tonight, which is very fitting for the Pro Cup feature.
Dunn wants the whole thing. He's underneath Johnson for the lead into turn 1.
Johnson hanging tough on the top side. He's not giving this thing away, not after that move for the lead a lap ago.
But Dunn clears him. Dustin Dunn, 2-time winner this year, back out front in the number 59.
This series is very interesting. Drivers must weigh 200 pounds or more, which really opens up the talent pool.
My kind of series, Barney. The men are tough, but they are not afraid of the barbecue. No piece of brisket is safe around these guys.
They're same rules as the Busch Grand National Series, just heavier drivers. Some drivers share their carts in this class with the Busch Series drivers. This segment of the DNQ broadcast is brought to you by Professor Clutch Works. Whether you're tearing up the track or just trying to get your daily driver moving again, Jim Edwards and his team have the clutch solutions you need.
Yeah, especially if you're one of the bigger boys behind the wheel. If you're working that clutch like it owes you money, you better make sure it came from Professor Clutch Works.
Located online, just search Professor Clutch Works on Facebook and let them know DNQ sent you. Jim Edwards, making sure you hook up when it matters most. Kirk is entering the picture. He's to the inside of Johnson, and folks, remember, this guy won the last time out after Moonhead's tech failure.
Hard to believe this Pro Cup deal started just a few years ago back in 2020. Predator engines, Hoosier treads, and a dream. Mostly the dream of fitting all the big fellas in one series.
And let's not forget, it was the place for drivers who ate more concession stand food than laps. A lot of folks joked it was stocky car racing, but man, the competition has always been fierce.
We've seen some legends emerge. Dunn obviously now setting the pace, but guys like Heschel have been digging hard since day 1. He's got speed on the short track and that tricky Darlington layout.
And speaking of Darlington, that's where we're headed next. And then, it's the chaos of the dirt road course where everything goes sideways, including race strategies.
Moonhead's expected back next race. He's had some, let's say, creative mechanical interpretations this season, but he's fast when it sticks.
For your top 5, Dustin Dunn leads the charge. Alex Kirk sits second. Ashton Johnson is third. Rookie Brad McElrath in fourth, and Joe Henning rounds out the top 5. You're listening to DNQ on DRN. We'll be right back.
Mics are cold, stand by.
Hey, Eli, what are we doing after the race?
Oh, no, you aren't dragging me out again like last time. My wife is still giving me shit about that.
What? It was just a little bit of glitter on your pants. What's the big deal?
We cannot deny Bambi's talent. That was not in question. Maybe we can make a Waffle House run?
We can handle that. Scores does sell breakfast too, though, just saying.
Mics are hot, coming back to Barney with the local.
You are listening to DRN, the DNQ Racing Network.
And out.
Don't do it, Eli. It's not worth it.
Okay, we are back in 3, 2, 1.
The DNQ Series is back on the dirt road course Monday, August 18th, and up for grabs, the coveted Golden Ashley Trophy. It's the race where egos spin out faster than tires, and only the smoothest survive. Don't miss it. August 18th, only on DRN.
Just past halfway in the Professor Clutch Works Pro Cup Series feature, and it's all done. Let's go through the top 3, starting with our leader.
2024 was an amazing year for Dunn. 6 wins in 10 starts. Dunn won a lot, and he won often in 2024. This season, he has been successful, but with the track layout changes, this year will be more of a challenge for the past champion and race leader.
And let's not forget, he overcame a tech failure as well. But tonight, he is back in championship form.
Kirk has really turned up the performance lately as well.
Kirk had 1 top 5 last season. He struggled to get going. However, he finished strong at the end of the 2024 season. And we are seeing what a true low and slow cook looks like. These ribs are falling off the bone now.
Johnson had 1 win and 2 second-place finishes in the 2024 season. This year has been a little bit of a challenge for Johnson, but I wouldn't expect it to stay that way for long. Johnson is on the rise tonight.
We are just moments away from the 5 to go caution, where we will re-rack the field. We will be right back. Welcome back to Millbridge Speedway. We are under the patented 5 to go caution, and Dustin Dunn's lead has been erased. Okay, here we go. Can Dunn hold off any of the competitors tonight?
I am almost 90% confident he can. but I have seen a lot of these races go south for the leader.
The field bunches up in the restart zone as they hit Kyle's box.
Green flag, 5 laps to go.
Kirk holds the bottom undone, but the top has a little too much momentum for the second place driver.
Kirk slides into second. Johnson side by side for third with McElrath.
The battle is for third with Johnson and McElrath as Henning follows.
They stay side by side, road blocking the rest of the field as the top lane has some momentum again.
At the front, it's all done. Kirk about 2 car lengths back.
The only battle on the track is a good one. McElrath up top, Johnson on the bottom, and they have run side by side the last 2 to 3 laps.
Or something you don't normally see in DNQ racing. Respect. These two clearly have it for each other, and it's refreshing to see.
The rookie is racing like a seasoned veteran tonight.
Starter shows the white and checkered flag, 2 laps to go.
Dunn leading Kirk. And the battle is still on for third. Henning in that 5th spot pushes McElrath back up to Johnson.
White flag in the air for Dunn as the field flashes by the starter's stand. As Henning makes a bold crossover and dives to the bottom for third.
Man, what a move. He kept that in his back pocket all race long.
Off of turn 4, it will be Dustin Dunn taking the win. Alex Kirk has a great run in second. McElrath third. Ashton Johnson fourth. Henning's move doesn't pay off. He will finish 5th. The rest of the field, Yost, Jenks, Fisher, Heschel, Hansen, and Hesling. Let's send it down to Steve Post in victory lane.
Up here tonight with the Pro Cup, and it's Dustin Dunn getting his 3rd win of the season. Man, congratulations. Looks like you have this car dialed in really, really well right now.
Thank you. Yeah, it sure is. This thing's just, it's on rails. I'm just out there holding the steering wheel. That's all I got to do. Don't have to turn it, nothing. Just be smooth, hit my marks, and the thing's got a ton of roll speed in it.
The format here, of course, has the caution. You got Alex Kirk starting alongside of you. Is it really just that same thing, just try to maintain that advantageous outside line and remain smooth?
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes the bottom line will work. Tonight wasn't one of those nights. You just had to be up top, just not slowing this thing down. That's the biggest thing.
3 for 4. I'd say you're doing pretty good. Pretty good start to the season.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I really want to thank Jessica and Stuart Friesen. I work for them. They allow me to come out here when everybody's still working. Maybe a couple of them still are. So I really appreciate them guys coming out.
Smell it. Smell it.
You can take samples, you can take them home, you can buy them, whatever you want.
Oh, boy.
Fishy as all get out.
Oh, we've got tire inspection right down here. Tire inspection. The old nose test going on down here. Congratulations, man. That's fun.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll tell them through and through. You get it to where you don't have to turn the steering wheel, the thing's going to be fast.
Yes, indeed it was. That is for sure now.
20 less pounds in the seat. Uh-oh. That falls on me. Rolling across at 45. I watched him pull away. That falls on the driver. Driver got to quit eating, but that's why Eddie built a fat boy class. Did everything I could, didn't eat lunch, made sure I went and used facilities before we race. Pretty sure we've sweat every ounce of fluid out today, so we'll go home and try again.
Nice seeing you. Good job. Second place finish.
Thank you. Thank you to Mystery Performance, James Edwards, Taylor, Zach, Christian, Dennis, Reagan, everybody coming out. Thanks, Eddie, for putting a hell of a series on. We had a blast, and now I got the win off my back. I feel like this will come more and more.
Absolutely. Picked up the win the last time. Alex Kirk backs it up because we saw a spectacular finish for 3rd.
Yeah, we got into 1 down there, and that fellow made it 3 wide, and I figured it was going to get exciting down here 3 and 4, and I just turned to the bottom and hoped my big ass could get across the finish line before the 2 guys.
But you did. How much fun is this to get out here a chance to race?
This is good. This is, I've been out of it for 20 years. I lost 130 pounds so I can get back in the seat. We're still weighing 458, and we run 3rd. So if it falls on me, I lose some more. It's going to get better, but
Now that's the story right there. He's lost 130 pounds, and he is back racing, and he's on the podium tonight. Brad, congratulations. There we go. Brad McElrath picks up the 3rd place finish, and that is going to do it tonight. 1ZT's night. Jessica Stewart Friesen, thank you so much for your sponsorship here. Millbridge very busy this week. We've got Alcova Mortgage night, Nora Group night, tomorrow night with the kids, 600 micros on Wednesday night, and we've got Saturday night racing as well. The next DNQ Series race Tuesday night, July 15th on the Darlington course. So great stuff here at Millbridge Speedway. You can find the DNQ Series and Millbridge Speedway on Facebook to get all of the latest details. I'm Steve Post on behalf of Eddie DeHaan of the DNQ Series and on behalf of Jeremy and Ashley Burnett. Thanks for joining us this time here at Millbridge Speedway, round number 4, 1ZT's night of the DNQ Series.
What a night it's been here under the lights. 5 divisions, 5 totally different flavors of racing. The fans got their money's worth and then some.
Absolutely, Barney. The Professor Clutch Works Pro Cup boys put on a clinic in multi-groove racing. Dustin Dunn made it 3 for 3 to start the year, but don't sleep on Alex Kirk. He's coming on strong.
Then over in the Dash Series, Tatches and Campalonga, that rivalry is officially heating up. Tatches snatched another win, but it's getting personal. And how about that wreck mid-pack? That one will sting in the morning.
And let's not forget the Busch Series. Coleman Dollarhide looked unbeatable early, but Murphy, Blake, and Deering all made their presence known. Tight battles, slick moves, and a wild run to that 5 to go caution.
That Busch Grand National field is one of the toughest we've seen in years. A lot of those guys could be running up front in the Cup races too, like Andrew Hale.
And with the Darlington layout coming up next, followed by the dirt road course, hold on to your socks, folks. It's going to get weirder, wilder, and more fun than a night out with Moonhead.
From all of us here at the DNQ Racing Network, thanks for riding along with us tonight. We'll see you back at the track next week. Same chaos, same crew, same grinded out DNQ style.